Member from Timiskaming, Cochrane.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Premier. As holders of elected office, we are responsible.
The Chief Government Whip is warned. Finish, please.
As holders of public office, we are responsible for the public's trust. And I'm sure all of us in our various offices have always heard that the perception of conflict of interest is as damaging as the actual, if it exists, conflict of interest. In this case, the perception of wrongdoing is as damaging to the actual public interest as if wrongdoing occurred. And we don't know if wrongdoing has occurred. And that is for the courts to decide. But
Order.
for the public trust, it has also been the tradition, if there is a question of wrongdoing, for a person who holds public office to step aside while that investigation is conducted. And as a Minister of the Crown, it is inherent to do that. My question to the Premier is, why haven't you directed that to happen?
You seated, please. You seated, please. Thank you. Premier.
Attorney General.
Attorney General.
Well, thank you, Speaker, and I again thank the member opposite, who I have a lot of respect for the question. And I was listening very carefully to his question, and I would say to him, Speaker, that there is no conflict of interest here. There is no actual or perceived conflict of interest. The allegations, Speaker, do not deal with anything that is the responsibility of the minister as the Minister of Energy. The allegations, Speaker, are not towards him. Speaker, the minister is not being charged with anything, Speaker. So there is no conflict of interest, actual or perceived whatsoever, Speaker. Allegations against two individuals who do not sit in this House, Speaker. Those allegations are the court of law, Speaker. The rules of this House are very clear.
Answer.
When there are matters before the courts, it is best that it be dealt with in the courts, not in this legislature. I know the member knows the rules, and I implore him to respect that. Thank you.
Supplementary.
Back to the Premier. It hasn't been proven yet whether or not there is an actual wrongdoing, and that's not the point. The point is the public trust. And there is precedent for this. There's a long-standing parliamentary tradition of cabinet members standing aside when investigations take place. And it's not just when they're part of the investigation. When then Finance Minister Greg Sudbury was named in a search warrant in 2005, named, not charged, he stepped aside until the matter was dealt with. That was the honourable thing to do. That's what an honourable minister does, and that's what an honourable Premier should make their minister do. The Premier has the chance to do the right thing and ask her minister to resign while this investigation is going on. Will she do that? Thank you.
You seated, please. You seated, please. Thank you. Attorney General.
Speaker, to the member again. There is no investigation as it relates to the Minister of Energy. Period. There are no charges against the Minister of Energy. I think that is a very important point that the member opposite is missing. Yes, he can get emotional, and yes, he can try to sully somebody's honor, which is, a Speaker, is very much not in tradition with this House. We respect every member of this House as the honourable members. I think of the member opposite who have posed this question as an honourable member, Speaker. It is highly inappropriate. I know he's above that to disrepute any member of this House, especially, Speaker. They are under no investigation. There have been no charges that are laid against them. The charges, Speaker, have been laid against two individuals who are not members of this House. They are not in the employ of the government of Ontario, Speaker. We should respect the rules. We should respect the traditions. We should respect the principle of presumption of innocence very much, Speaker. Thank you.